Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is June 19, 2021. I want to talk about small and mid-cap biotech stocks with strong pipeline. And strong pipeline is very important in the biotech space. Many of these companies, if they're doing not so well, the moment there is a drug coming out, they will do very well. So with that, let's look at few companies here. I got few images here. One is Axsome, ticker symbol AXM, and then we got Exelixis and BridgeBio. And we look at these and many more and see what's better to invest at this point. So with that, here is a quick stock chart here. And the way this chart is organized is I got the company name and the price, market cap, sales. Sales is very important, and also sales growth, very important. As you can see here, the first stock, BioNTech, very nice sales growth here. And they have also very good gross margin and net margin. That's the recipe for success. And they also have a low debt to equity ratio. This debt to equity ratio will tell you, is the company taking too much financial leverage or debt? I want to see this debt to equity ratio much lower. In this case, it's okay. I don't want to see this above, say, 0.6 or zero point 0.7. And as you look at ROE, that tells you the profitability. In this case, BNTX is very profitable. RSI indicates it's 52. It's okay to buy even at this point. If RSI is above 55 or 60, I would not buy at this time, but this is okay to buy. Then stock ownership. So this tells you if the big funds are they buying this stock. Here we got 14% ownership. It's they're getting there, but not there yet. And then short float here. A high short float will indicate there may be a chance for a short squeeze, but in this case, BNTX, I don't anticipate any short squeeze here. Price to sales ratio, it tells you from a valuation perspective, is the stock expensive? In this case, BNTX is not expensive. Then I got the performance, the 1 day, 1 week, 2 week, all the way to 52-week high, how much it's off from 52-week high. So that tells you if you're buying a stock which is at 52-week high, you got to be a little careful. But in case of BNTX, it's 11% off of 52-week high. So if you want to buy a little bit, it's okay at this point. So with that, the way I organized this chart is I sorted by 3-month performance. The stock at the top here has got a highest 3-month performance, 118%, and then it's in the descending order. So as you look through this, I've highlighted few companies. The companies in bold here, they all have positive growth, sales growth here, either quarter over quarter, or in some cases like NTLA, it's a 1 year positive sales growth. So it's very important to look at positive sales growth companies and buy them when they're down. And I also highlighted few other companies, for example, ENOB. In this case, stock has been doing nicely in 3 months and also in 5 years. But off late, in 2 weeks' time, stock has fell off a little bit, 14% off, and in 1 day they're up. So there is some chance that this stock can go up. They're down 55%. So even though there is no sales growth here, it's a zero revenue at this point. But given the stock has fallen off, trying to bounce back, this could be a good opportunity to buy some and expect a bounce back. And then we got a couple more here. Arrowhead, it's also a very good company. $89 stock here. They're almost at 52-week high. As you look at the RSI here, it's 70. So even though it's a good company, I would wait for a small pullback here. I would not buy at this point. Then we got MindMed. It's a good company. It's a $3.60 stock. No sales at this time, zero sales. They're off 38% from 52-week high, and they've done 32% for 3 months. But as you can see here, off late, they've been down for 1 month, 2 week, 1 week, and even 1 day, which is yesterday. So this company could be okay to buy at this point, given they have been beaten down in last say month or so. Next is KMPH KemPhar. It's again $14 stock. Nice sales growth, as you can see, $23 million in sales. Nice sales growth, and also they got nice gross margin. Company is not making profit yet, that's why profit margin is negative at this time. But as you can see here, they are down 36% from 52-week high, and they've done nicely for 3 months. And as you look through here, 1 month, 2 week, 1 week, they're down. RSI is 65. I would wait a little bit, since the RSI is high. I would not chase this. I would let it come down a little bit and then invest. As you scan through here, NTLA, it's again a great stock, $79. And RSI, as you see here, 50. So it's okay to buy this company at this point. It's not overbought at this time. It's good to buy. As you scan through this company has got a high sales multiple, price to sales ratio, and high short ratio. So this company can cause some short squeeze on any good news, and stock price can go up. And as you can see, they've done nicely for 1 year, 5 year, even 2 week. 1 week they're down. So this is not a one-trick pony, because they've done very nicely even for 5 years time frame. I would buy this company on this weakness here, given it's a low RSI. Buy some, hold it. Then we got a couple more here, Agios, ALKS. I would not buy ALKS at this time. They're almost at 52-week high. Same is the story with the um, AGIO. They're above their 52-week high. So we got Neurocrine, one of my favorite stock here. They're down 25%, as you can see here. RSI 63, indicating you should wait a little bit to buy. I would not chase this company. It's a great company. I would buy it on a down day. Then we got INVA here. They're down 14%, as you can see here. And RSI indicates it's a little higher. You should wait for a pullback here. As you scan through this AXSM, one of my favorite companies here, solid pipeline, $70 stock. They're down 21% from a 52-week high. They've done very good for 5 years, as you can see here, 1,048%. And they've been bouncing back a little bit off late. I would buy this company on any pullback. Right now RSI is 64. I would wait for this to be pulled back a little bit and then buy. So then we got a couple more here as we scan through this. I love BridgeBi, Exelixis, great companies. Both of them are off from 52-week high. And as you can see, your RSI tells you it's okay to buy both BridgeBi and Exelixis, especially Exelixis, given it's 43. So we'll scan through next page here very quickly. So I got some of my favorite stocks here also, like ADPT, Fate Therapeutics, Sarepta. All of these are off nicely from 52-week high, as you can see here. They've done nicely for 5 years, at least last two here. And RSI indicates they're all okay to buy at this time. Fate is a little expensive from a valuation perspective, so you got to be a little bit careful. It's okay to buy on any weakness here and build a good position. Next, we got Cytokine, again a great company, a lot of pipeline, $21 stock here, nice sales growth. They're down 28%. From a RSI perspective, 42. You could buy this company at least right now also, because it's not overbought at this time. Got DC, PH, same story here. RSI 61. I would wait for a little bit pullback here, but it's down nicely from 52-week high. It's okay to buy small and build onto the position as stock drops. A couple more here: ANTM, AGLE, IMUX. All these companies are good because the reasoning to highlight this is really they've been down since last couple weeks or so. You can expect as pull bounce back on these stocks. So we'll go to next slide here. These are all stocks that have been beaten down drastically. As you can see here, they're all down nicely for 3 months. I would pick up the strong candidates. I love Sage Therapeutics here, $57 stock, nice sales growth as you can see here. I would buy this on this weakness and hold it for a while. Same is MGNX, nice sales growth here, down 39%, and RSI for both of these stocks are low, telling you it's okay to buy at this time. Then we got a couple more here, ORGS, ALPN, RCUS, ONCT, all positive sales growth. And as you scan through the RSI here, all low RSI, you could buy these and hold it for a while. So with that, let's go into a couple companies in a little more detail. First is AXSM Axiom Biopharmaceutical. It's got a solid pipeline, as you can see here. They got various pipeline here, depression disorder, phase 3 clinical trial for Alzheimer's, and AX12 for narcolepsy, and so on and so forth. A lot of this good pipeline here. Also collaboration with the Duke University. From an earnings per share perspective, not great, as you can see here. Companies like Axiom, they spend a lot of money on their own R&D. That's why they they don't show earnings per share yet, because they have to, they need to have working capital. From a sales perspective, no sales, as you can see here. Shares outstanding is growing. Very typical of these early stage biotech companies, because they got to bring in money to fund their operations and R&D. From a news highlight perspective, they have an NDA filing, and they have some target submissions here, and they announced some NDA submission, and it's up since last earnings. So overall, there is a positive news here. And Motley Fool is also saying it's one of the top 2 biotech stocks to buy this summer because of its solid pipeline. And if you look at the company here, $70 stock, as you can see here, they've done nicely for 3 months, 12%, but they've done great for 5 years. So RSI indicates a little higher this time. I would wait for a small pullback, but overall great stock. You could buy a little bit here and wait for a pullback and buy more. From a technical perspective, as you can see the stock chart here, they were up around say 84, 85, a while ago, but now they're at around $70 or so. So this is where I think stock is kind of trying to gain some momentum here. They're above their 9-day, 25-day, 50-day moving average very nicely, trending up at this time. RSI is also gaining momentum and strength here. And as you can see here, IV percentile is very low, just 14. Even if you're a call buyer, you could buy some call option below the stock price, and maybe 90 or 100 days out, and hold it for a while. From a DMI perspective, directional movement indicator perspective, it's bullish. As you can see here, the blue line is above red line. That tells you it's bullish, and the distance between the blue line and the red line is significantly higher. That tells you it's in a pretty much bullish territory at this time. And also ADX, as you can see, are going up nicely. That tells you it's bullish for time to come. On the balance, volume is also trending up, as you can see here. Very good sign. There are more people buying the stock than selling. Smart money is flowing into the stock. Check-in money flow is trending up too. So with that, it's in a bullish territory at this time. I would buy a little bit and then add to the position on any down days. They got various candidates in the pipeline. So as you can see here, they got AXS05, major depressive disorder, Alzheimer's, smoking cessation. They got nice trials going on, as you can see here. NDA, phase 3 and phase 2. And they got migraine, which is AX07, AX12, AX14, various candidates in the pipeline. That's why I feel good about this company. They got multiple things going on. And as we look through here, they got various of these things going on. NDA preview, around 19 million type um, patients that are in this one. Then they got migraine and Alzheimer's. As you can see here, they got a lot of things going on. It's not a one-trick pony. A lot of good pipeline here. And they got various milestones going on here with the AX 05, 07, 12, 14. And as you can see here, many of these milestones are completed here: NDA submission, NDA priority review, and so on and so forth. And some of these milestones are in progress at this time. That's why, there is a lot more things coming, as we go forward. Good pipeline, solid pipeline actually. So with that, next is Exelixis. So this is also a great company, oncology-based company. As we scan through this here, they got a lot of lot of these new drugs coming up in the pipeline. As you look through here, they got multiple things going on here. I would kind of look at this company and buy this. It's on a right now it's down 17% from 52-week high. So a lot of things they're developing. Excel 92 and various things as you can look through this. From a earnings per share perspective, it's positive. Company is making money. That's good. It's coming down a little bit, not great, but it's good. From a sales perspective, steady sales. I love this. I like to see this clip. Probably I would have loved if the 2020 is even higher. From a shares outstanding perspective, it's pretty steady eddy type. They're not offering more shares. That's always good. And from a news perspective, it looks like they're teaming up with Bristol Myers, which is a big company, and Motley Fool is saying it's a great company to buy. And they announced some clinical trial collaboration with Bristol Myers. They also have some detailed results from one of their indication, and they also presented in ASCO. So overall, I think they got some good news going on, solid pipeline as you can see here. From a company perspective, $22 stock. It's not expensive at all, and they've done not so great for 1 year, but if you look at 5 years, they've done nicely. They're 17% off from 52-week high. Nice sales growth. I love this sales growth. Nice gross margin. Their net margin positive, always good. So with that, let's look at technicals here. Exelixis. From a stock chart perspective, this stock kind of moves up and down. Right now, they're down, trying to go up a little bit. They're above their 9-day. They're trying to go above 25-day as we speak. Then they can take on their 50-day moving average also. RSI perspective, it's gaining some momentum here. Implied wall IV percentile is 51, a little higher. So if you're an option seller, premium seller, you could sell some put option below the stock price. Right now stock price is around 22. You could even sell around 15 or so. That way you can make some money selling premium if you want to. But I love to buy these companies, buy the stock outright, no big deal. It's always a good bet. And from a DMI perspective, right now, as you can see here, red line is above blue line, and distance is not significant here. It's kind of closing the gap. So blue line wants to go up, red line wants to come down. That tells you this might get into the bullish territory as stock makes its up move. I could see a crossover, the blue line crossing over red line. That's a bullish crossover. On the balance volume perspective, nice trend here. It's going up, great news. And smart money is flowing into the stock. That's why check-in money flow is positive. So with that, from a technical perspective, I kind of recommend this stock. It's a great long-term story. From a pipeline perspective, they got a clinical trial collaboration with Bristol Myers. They got small molecule drug discovery here, EXEL 92. And also they got biotherapeutics here and XB002. So with that, they got multiple things going on. And also they got, as you can see here, they can do any of these things. If one of these things hit, I think company can do really nicely. And they got more things here. They got Couple more receptors here, XL92, XL102, XB02. All these are the things that they're working on, and many times they're collaborating with other companies, which is always good. So with that, from a both technical perspective and fundamental perspective, even though the stock is beaten down at this time, I feel good about Exelixis. Next, let's go into BridgeBio, BBIO. It's again a great company. As you can see here, they have a pipeline, solid pipeline of 30 development programs. It's always good to see a company with a lot of pipeline. And you can look through here, they have mentioned various of their pipeline. See here, as you look through here, from an earnings per share perspective, right now they're not making it. They're negative earnings per share, which is understandable in these early stage companies. Sales up and down, so they're not really predictable from a sales perspective. Shares outstanding is pretty steady at this time, and from a news perspective, looks like they are one of the top stocks to buy at this time. Always good to know. And they have healthy 83 RS rating. That's always good. They got FDA approval back on June 1st. Always good. From a stock perspective, $63 stock, down 14% from 52-week high. RS size 55, it's okay to buy it this time. From a valuation perspective, it's a little bit expensive with the PS ratio of 100 plus. So I would buy some and buy on any pullback. From a technical perspective, a nice looking chart here. Stock has hit the bottom here, trying to make its way up. It's above its 50, 25, and it's kind of flirting with 25 and 50, 9-day moving average at this time. From a RSI perspective, I think they've done nicely. Now there is a small weakness here, probably good buying opportunity. From a IU percentile perspective, 12.1, I would not sell any premium at this time. I would rather buy either call option or stock itself. Given stock price is not great, it's just 30.34. DMI perspective, I guess right now it's a positive indication. Blue line is above red line, but not a huge positive bullish sign. The gap is very narrow here, even though blue line is above red line. So at this time, it's a borderline bullish. And from a volume average perspective, I think it's pretty nice here. It's pretty solid right now. It's a little bit coming down, but it's pretty still at the higher level. Smart money is right now pulling out of the stock. That's why stock is looking at a little bit weakness at this time. I would buy on any weakness and hold it for a while. So BridgeBio, as you can see here, they got various things going on. From 2015 all the way to 2021, looks like 2021 year is very critical for BridgeBio. With their number of NDAs, patents, they're all going up very nicely in 2021. So that's why I feel good about this company. Solid pipeline, even though stock is kind of trying to get back to highs, but it's good to invest at this point. With that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.